Cracker test. I have all the fish that's the right way to eat fish dip. Here's our filleted bluefish that with liquid smoke flavor. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna make that smoked fish dip. If you guys haven't seen the video where we caught the bluefish, it's about 2 videos back. That's the fish we're using today to make this fish dip. So first things first is you're gonna get 4 cups of water, which I have right here. And I'm just gonna warm it up on the stove real quick. You don't want it boiling, you just want it warm. Just enough so it dissolves the sugar and the salt. So I'm gonna warm that up. Here's our filleted bluefish that we have right here. I'm using 4 ingredients for this brine, which is a fish soak. I have brown sugar. Yes, I brought light. I buy light everything just because of the type of person I am. I have garlic here, soy sauce, and our sea salt. Okay, so I say our water's pretty warm by now. So I'm just gonna take it and pour it in this bowl. We're gonna do 3/4 of a cup of our brown sugar. Okay, so just about this much here. Pour it into our warm water. All right, done with the brown sugar. Next is about 3/4 of a tablespoon of our garlic here. And I'm just gonna wing it and just estimate how much I put in there. So I'm probably gonna use about like that much. And then we have to use 1/4 of a cup of our sea salt here. A lot of salt. There we go. Pour that in. All right. And then we do 1 cup of our soy sauce. There we go. We're just gonna mix this up here until everything dissolves. And you wanna make sure that when you pour it over your fish, it's not that warm. So leave it out for a few minutes to kind of let it cool down. And again, you wanna make sure everything is dissolved. And I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes and just let it cool down some more. While that is cooling a little bit, I can't, hold on. Back up a little. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pat down this fish a little, just to kind of soak up any of the juices that are left over. There we go. All right. It's really salty. Okay, that should be cool enough. This is what our brine looks like. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this measuring cup and pour it over the fish. There we go. I might need to get a bigger bowl for all of this fish. All right, so I'm actually gonna transfer that fish from that tray to the bowl because I kind of thought it was gonna be good, but the fish isn't like fully submerged in all of the liquid. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I kind of thought the tray was gonna be a better idea, but nah. Okay, so this looks much better. I can fully submerge all the fillets into this brine mixture. Jazzy, what are you doing? Do you want to taste? Jazzy, you want to taste? Do you like it? It's kind of salty. Oh, Jazzy likes it. Okay, so this is our brine mixture, and we're gonna actually let this sit in the fridge for about 5 hours. Yep, This is kind of an all-day process here, so I'll see you guys back in 5 hours. I'm just going to show you the 4 ingredients that I used for the brine. We have our light brown sugar, our sea salt, our granulated garlic, and our soy sauce here. And then this is all mixed in with 4 cups of warm water. Okay, so while we're waiting for the fish in the fridge, I have to go ahead and put together this smoker. I just bought it to make this video because I really wanted to make fish dip, and I've always wanted to make fish dip because I always catch kingfish, mackerel, bluefish, and then I don't do anything with them because I don't have a smoker. Now I have a smoker, and I'm excited. And also, if my friends or family need to smoke something, now I got a smoker. This is actually really exciting for me because it's such a cool thing to have. I feel like I'd rather buy this than heels and dresses. Gotta put this thing together. I'm all done putting it together. It's so nice, shiny, and sparkly. This is my first time ever using a smoker. Actually, this is my first time ever touching a smoker. So, we have about 3 hours. Until then, I gotta figure out how to use this thing. Alright, so when I filleted the fish, I should have scaled them and kept the skin on, but I didn't do that. So, since I have fillets without skin, I went ahead and bought these little trays that can go inside of ovens or smokers or anything like that. I went ahead and bought 3 of them. The cool thing about these is, one, I can stick them in the smoker just like this, or if I ever wanted to use them for a grill to saute vegetables or anything, they come with handles that just lock on just like that. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go ahead and take our filleted fish and go ahead and lay them out in these pans and get them ready for the smoker. Okay, so it's been about 5 hours, and we're gonna go ahead and lay it on that tray that I had earlier. Here. There we go. Go ahead and lay this fish out on the tray. You can tell it absorbed the ingredients very nicely. You can see how dark the meat is. All right, go ahead and dump out the rest of the brine. Okay, so we have our fish all nice and laid out on this tray here. We're gonna go ahead and take some paper towels and damp the fish so it's as dry as you can get it. And then once you have a nice dry fillet, I'm gonna go ahead and lay them in the pans that I have here. I tell you what, I don't know about anyone else, but I go through paper towels so fast. Like I can probably use 1 paper towel roll in like 2 days. It's like so here you have all the fish that's laid out on these pans I have here, and then don't forget to spray like an olive oil coat over the pan just to help your fish not stick to it. But we're gonna go ahead and let these sit out for about 45 minutes to an hour just so the fish can dry out a little more, and the brine that the fish soaked in will caramelize over the fish. Also, while we're waiting for that, I went ahead and took my apple wood chips here. I just threw a couple handfuls of wood chips into some water just to soak them a little bit, just so they don't burn up like really fast in the smoker. All right, sorry guys, it's a little dark out here. In South Florida, it gets dark at like 6 o'clock now, but we have our fish here and we're gonna go ahead and stick it in the smoker. Okay, so our fish has been in the smoker for about an hour now. It's been smoking about 225 to 250 degrees, so let's go ahead and pull it out. Alright, this looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and head over to the kitchen. Okay, so here are all the ingredients that I have to make the fish dip. We're going to use a little bit of light mayonnaise, some light sour cream, a pinch of Old Bay seasoning, a couple drops of hot sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, however you say that, a couple drops of liquid smoke, and then some black pepper. I have a little mini food processor here. It'd probably be a lot easier to use a bigger one, but this is what I'm working with today. I'm gonna start with a couple pieces of fish here. I'm just gonna break it up and stick it in there. Alright. If I had a bigger food processor, I would just put all the ingredients in at once. It would make it so much easier, but I gotta deal with what I got. Alright, we're gonna squeeze a little bit of mayo in there. A little bit of sour cream. This just worked. Okay, so scratch that. As soon as I decided to use this mini food processor, it just decided not to work while I'm filming. So I went ahead and ran over to my Oma's house and got hers, which is much bigger, so that way we can just throw everything in together. So we're just gonna go ahead and throw in all our fish here. I'm just kind of breaking it up with my fingers as I go, just to make it a little easier for the food processor. And I'm gonna go ahead and layer it as well with the fish sour cream and the mayo. So I did about 3 tablespoons of sour cream, and I'm gonna do about 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. They're like hefty tablespoons though. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and add like just a little bit of hot sauce, nothing crazy. I don't really like super spicy stuff. And then just a few drops of the Worcestershire sauce, which I can barely pronounce ever. And we have our liquid smoke flavor, and I'm just gonna add about like 3 drops of this. If you like it more smoky, you can just always add more flavoring to it. Okay. Gonna add a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, just a pinch. Nothing crazy. And last but not least, black pepper. And then we're just gonna add the rest of our fish here. I don't know about you guys, but like when I cook, I always just wing it and I just kind of throw stuff together. I never really measure anything out too much. I just kind of eyeball it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and push that food down. A lot of times with blenders and processors, if you load it up a little bit too much, you gotta just take a spoon and just even it out and stick it back down in the blades. So far this smells and looks pretty good. Alright, here we have it. We're gonna go ahead and push it down again. Take off the lid. This looks pretty awesome right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and smooth it out and even it out again. Yummy. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more mayo and some sour cream just because I had a lot of fish. So I'm gonna go. Okay, so there's the extra mayo and sour cream there. Just because I think I want it to be a little bit more creamy. Okay, so this is our finished product here. It has a great consistency of a fish dip. Gonna go ahead and try it. Tastes like fish dip. Tastes awesome, has a great smoky flavor to it. A little salty, but it just depends. Everyone's different with their salt. I personally don't add a lot of salt to my food, so for me to make fish dip and add a bunch of salt to it, I can definitely taste salt. My light just went out. Well, hold on. Okay, got my light to work again. Where was I? Overall, it tastes great. I would probably next time add like a chopped vegetable, maybe onions or celery, just to give it more of like an additional vegetable taste to it. But it's great. I literally bought crackers and I'm sitting here eating it with my hands. Oh, and by the way, these are my favorite crackers for fish dip. They're just really like a sweet buttery taste. So I like that. Cracker test. The right way to eat fish dip. It's good. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the fridge for about 40 minutes or so, let it chill, and bring it over to my dad's. Thank you guys so much for watching. I was really looking forward to making this video because I've never made fish dip. I've never used a smoker. I've never made fish dip, and I've always wanted to because I catch these fish that people smoke and I can never smoke them because I don't have a smoker. So I'm so happy I went out and got a smoker and was able to make this fish dip for you guys and myself and my family. It's really awesome to try new things, learn new things, especially when it comes to catching your own food and making it yourself. So this was a special treat for me. It was awesome. It was so much fun making. It was so much fun filming. And yeah, so stay tuned, subscribe, leave a comment below, and thanks for watching, guys.